Welcome to Reviews of Reviews, where I review reviewers reviewing movies that have come out or are coming out.
We found something out here. Something only you might understand.
This week's movie is Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh my God.
We're going to start off with Stephanie Zacharick's review from Time magazine. Resurgence is more of the same, yet less. I don't know what this means. I'm already confused going into the review. It's more of the same, but less. I'm already agitated because I don't like being confused. So that's not a good start. The first problem I always see when I'm looking at reviews is it takes way too long to get to the point. She doesn't actually start talking about the movie until about a paragraph and a half in. That's when the review actually starts. So that's already a strike too. Because like most people, I have a very short attention span. I'm already in the movie theater. I want to know if I should go sneak into another film or not, or if I should stay in here. So that's why I'm looking up these reviews. I'm just like everyone else on their phones in the theater. It doesn't tell me enough about the story of the movie itself. I mean, it just starts off by saying, it's bad. It's more the same, but less, and so it's bad. But I'm not really. But she doesn't really tell us anything about the story itself or the character. She does start to get into it a little bit. But overall, the review is a mess. It's not a really good review. Stephanie Zacharick, better look next time. This review is going to need a resurgence of editing skills.
I see them in my dreams.
Next, we have a review from Rolling Stone magazine, and we all know they are the pinnacle when it comes to investigative journalism. We have a review by Peter Travers. It's actually really well written. Travers, he has a knack for writing. He has some really good gems. Jake, another fly boy embodied by Liam Hemsworth, with a blank-eyed dullness that makes you wonder what the ex-president's haughty daughter sees in him. She sees his hot body. It's that clear. The only thing resurgent in this humorless mess is Hollywood's passion to charge us more and deliver less. So that is a great closer for his review. Unfortunately, the review itself doesn't really tell you much about the movie. It does go over some of the characters, doesn't really give you any of the plot, doesn't really let you know what's going on and stuff like that. And that's what I've seen with a lot of these reviews. It's assuming you already know what's happened in the first one. It's assuming that you saw the trailer for Independence Day, and I think that's unfair. Maybe there's plenty of shut-ins that don't have the internet that haven't seen this, but for some reason go to the movie theaters. Fortunately, this is going to have to go into the bad pile.
We will not vanish without a fight. Fall back!
Oh, the New York Times. So this is a review from Manola Dargis. We'll go with that. This review starts with a big oh no from my book. As I mentioned before, one of my pet peeves is not getting to the point. What Dargis does here is spend almost 2 paragraphs to actually get into the review. The first 2 paragraphs are talking about the director. And I know what some of you are going to say. Oh, but you kind of have to, establish what the director's done before. No, this is a review of the movie itself. It should just be a self-contained, whatever you see in the movie itself. It doesn't matter what the director's done before or after or been involved with or any of that. So for any of the actors for that matter. The only thing, I guess, with this movie is if you were to mention that, Will Smith, who was in the first one, isn't going to be in there, then that's relevant. But what the director's done before, that doesn't matter. And to spend 2 paragraphs, your 2 opening paragraphs going over that, that's not good. You got to get to the point. You got to cut the fluff out. And clearly she's not a fan of the director, which is fine. So I guess that's the one good thing that comes out of it is, is it a she or a he? I don't know. That the reviewer isn't a fan of the director, so you already know their bias. And that's, I think, I will give them a +1 for that, because I do like to know people's biases, because no one's non-biased except me. Now, Dargis does mention a really good point that I think kind of would help make up someone's mind if they were trying to decide if they wanted to see this. The lackluster, at times abysmal writing wouldn't much matter if Resurgence popped visually or featured a charismatic star who could lift a movie as effortlessly as Will Smith did in this first feature. If I didn't know anything, if I was coming into this completely unaware of Independence Day, aliens, cinematography, this review wouldn't help me at all. So that goes in the bad pile.
That is definitely bigger than the last one.
Now, one more review I'm going to look over is from Wired Magazine. Sorry, gang, but Independence Day Resurgence is really bad. Boom. It lets me know what the review's about. It lets me know what to expect. And like most people, I'm only going to read a headline. So the fact that I already know with the headline that it's a bad movie, boom. I can already decide, well, I'm getting out of the theater. I'm going to go see something else. Or I'm going to go spend time with friends or family. Whatever normal people do. It's really well done. It really talks about the characters. It talks about the story itself, how it relates to the first one. It gives you backstory about the first one. So it's really well done. The title is like a thesis, and then he or she is just backing it up. Again, I'm sorry I don't have the author's name on this printout. Someone's going to get fired. Perfect line to sum up the movie and to sum up most of the reviews that came out about Independence Day Resurgence. That's evident from the film's first few scenes, as Resurgence wastes way too much time getting to the good stuff. So I think it's a fair critique of the movie itself and of the reviews that came out for the movie. Pretty poor reviews for the movie. They all have the same theme, that it's a bad movie, but they all expressed it pretty poorly. And here's the thing, I agree with them. I didn't like the film at all. I thought it had some decent scenes. I thought the girl from It Follows was wasted. She was the only one actually trying to act. Everyone else was, I don't know. It seemed like they had just gotten the script and they were just kind of coasting through. And that's unfortunate, because what I loved about the first one is, after seeing it, I wanted to go down to New Mexico and kill some aliens, you know what I mean? And no, that's not a race thing. Not everything is a race thing. What is it? I would honestly recommend seeing the first Independence Day, the one with Will Smith. If you haven't seen it, it's a treat. I put a couple links on there where you can find it relatively easily to watch that. I wouldn't watch Resurgence. There are a couple of cool shots, but it's not worth the $10+ to go see it.